Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today is Thursday, October 15th, 2020, and today we'll be talking about the Trafalgar Group and their polls for the 2020 presidential election. So this polling group was deemed the most accurate pollster by right-wing media, and the reason for that was because they did get parts of the 2016 election correctly. In the states that it mattered, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, they released polls. I don't believe they released one in Michigan, or it was one of the three states, but they released data that showed that Donald Trump would defeat Hillary Clinton, and this poll was right before the election. And following that, everyone started saying, maybe this C-minus pollster does actually have it right. And, that's a discussion for another video, but their methodology is very, very shaky, and it just seems that they make excuses to give Donald Trump more points than he actually gets on every other average. And yes, while it may have been right in 2016, there were very clear discrepancies in 2018 that, you could completely invalidate this polling firm as well if you wanted to, but, I'm not one to cherry pick data. I don't think you should either. But the purpose of this video is to show that even with Republican pollsters from Trafalgar Group, which if you, support President Trump and if you believe that they're the most accurate pollster, I encourage you to watch this video. Watch till the end, because you will see that if you trust this poll and you trust their data, you will think that probably by the end of this that Joe Biden is on track to win, just because of the fact that, if they have him up and everyone else has him up, there's no real argument about that. If you truly believe that this is the most accurate pollster, and when you see that the map turns blue, you can't deny it now just because it doesn't go in your favor. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about the states that are polled. So we have Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio, North Carolina, and Florida. They actually polled the state of Louisiana. It's an 18-point margin of victory, so nothing fundamentally changes for Donald Trump. Yes, it's closer than 2016, but not a significant enough shift that it moves down a characterization. Donald Trump remains at 187. Where did I get this map from? Well, I'm using the 2016 election results just to highlight what the map could have been had the poll numbers remained the same in 2016 as they stand today from the Trafalgar Group. And all in all, I think that these results are actually pretty surprising in some of these states. But then again, I do see why, these results may come in this way. But overall, all of the states in yellow are considered Biden states by the 538 forecast and the 538 average and the Real Clear Politics average and, a number of other forecasts as well. So the Democratic Party is doing very well at this point, but I will say that looking at this map, they're not going to fare as well as they normally do. But again, we are working with Republican internals. So really quickly, let's jump through the averages of these states just so we can go ahead and talk about them. Arizona, Biden is up by 4. Over in the state of Wisconsin, Biden is up by 8. In the state of Pennsylvania, Biden is up by 7. And in Michigan, Biden is up by 8. In the state of Florida, Biden is up by 4. In the state of North Carolina, Biden is up by 3. And the state of Ohio, Biden is up by 0.3. So all in all, Biden leads in all of these states, and you will see that these averages actually are quite significantly higher than where the Trafalgar Group puts Joe Biden. Now, nationally, I don't believe I've seen a recent national poll, but nationally, Joe Biden leads by 10.4% today. This is a double-digit lead, and it seems to have been maintained over the past week. So we're 19 days, I believe, till the election, or 20 days. I might be wrong about that. 19 days, which it's rapidly advancing. And I still haven't figured out whether or not I'm doing a live stream on election night. I know that may come as a disappointment to many of you guys, but it's 3 years in the making, and I probably do want to end up spending it with my family, just watching the election night results come in like a regular American. But again, I still have to decide about that. I may do something different. But let's go ahead and get right into this map. So pretty much all 7 of these states, Donald Trump won in 2016. Now, the margins were not exactly too fruitful in some of these states. If we're applying the 2016 margins, we have a lean state in Arizona, we have a lean state in North Carolina, a likely state in Ohio, a lean state in Florida, a tilt state in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. So yes, Donald Trump did win all of these back in 2016, but they now have, new data that actually shows that Joe Biden is faring better than where he was 4 years ago, or where Hillary Clinton was, rather, 4 years ago. So let's get started in alphabetical order. I might mess it up because I didn't write it down in alphabetical order, and I'm going through it pretty quickly. But we'll start off with the state of Arizona. Now, Arizona, as you saw, has Biden up 4%. The Trafalgar Group, however, has Trump up 4%. Now, coincidentally, that was the 2016 margin of victory, but applying it to this map, it is a lean Republican characterization. This is not a shift if we're, again, comparing it to 2016, practically everything stays the same. It was a 3.5% margin for Trump 4 years ago. It's a 4-point margin in this poll. So if anything, Trump gains ground. Arizona goes to the GOP based off of these numbers. The next state is Florida. This is a state where we saw an unprecedented lead for Biden. I mean, we never really see candidates lead by 4%, but he leads by 4% in the state of Florida. However, Trafalgar Group puts Trump ahead by 2%. So this is a 6-point swing in favor of Donald Trump. Arizona was an 8-point swing. All in all, they may have gotten some races right in 2016. They have gotten races right in Florida before, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt for this one. Florida goes to Donald Trump by 2%. So the next state in alphabetical order, I believe, should be Michigan. I just said the alphabet in my head. So yes, it's Michigan. Florida's gone for Biden. Arizona's gone for Biden. Both of those states are in Trump's column. He's inching up to 227. So Michigan, this battleground state, actually has Biden ahead by 2%. So, the average actually has Biden up by 8%. That is something that is pretty significant. Biden started off with a 3-point lead in the beginning of, right when we thought he was about to be the nominee, and he's expanded it to an 8-point lead. So looking at Michigan specifically, I think that this is just such a significant shift from 2016. And even with a Republican internal pollster, Biden leads in Michigan. And that is important to note because they love to say, we know how to pull the Rust Belt. Well, if that's true, that means Biden is winning Michigan. And obviously, they're not going to disagree with that. It's their numbers that I'm using. I'm not skewing these in any way, but I do want to point out that, people on the right-wing media will like to say, this is the most accurate pollster. Well, then, if it is, Biden wins the election. So Michigan goes to the Democrats. Biden wins there by 2%. Small, not nearly as large as 8%, but again, a win is a win. Winner-take-all system. Doesn't matter the margin. Trump won it by less than that 4 years ago. So Michigan is gone. Pennsylvania might be next. No, North Carolina will be next, Pennsylvania, then Wisconsin. So North Carolina, no, I forgot about Ohio. So it'll go North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. North Carolina, this is a state where Biden currently leads. It's not exactly the most deafening margin, but a 3-point lead for a Democrat in this state is really good. Overall, Biden is the favorite to win the state of North Carolina. So if you take a look at it, he has a 67% chance of victory. That's not to say Donald Trump can't win it. A 1 in 3 chance is something I'd take to win the state of North Carolina. But North Carolina right now, Joe Biden is the current favorite. But according to the Trafalgar Group, they give Donald Trump a 2-point lead in this state. So it's actually narrowing up. It's neck and neck, 248 for Biden, 242 for Trump. Trump leads in North Carolina. Now, this is a decrease from the 2016 vote share. It's a 2-point decrease from 3.7% down to 2%. So a 2-point decrease in support for Donald Trump. But again, winner-take-all system does not matter the margin. North Carolina's gone, Florida's gone, Arizona and Michigan all gone. We have 3 remaining states, and the next state is the state of Ohio. Now, this state in 2016 went to Donald Trump by 8%. It was a very strong lead, larger than Barack Obama's margin in either 2008 or 2012. Then 2016 rolls around, obviously. Donald Trump obliterates Hillary Clinton in this state, and Joe Biden actually now leads by 0.3% in this state. But according to Trafalgar Group, they showed Donald Trump with a 4-point lead in this battleground state. So this is a 4-point shift from 2016, a 4-point shift from the polls today. So not necessarily the best in terms of the average for Donald Trump, but leading by 4% in Ohio, honestly, is probably a little bit more of a conservative estimate of his support just because of the fact that, attacking Goodyear, the economy isn't exactly doing well. There's a number of things that are hurting Donald Trump, not only in Ohio, but in this entire Rust Belt region. So, he could fare worse. And Ohio has been correct for the past 60 years. It is very possible that they vote correctly this time around. Joe Biden is the current favorite in Ohio. So Ohio has gone to Donald Trump. So is North Carolina, Arizona, and Florida. The only state that has gone to Joe Biden so far is Michigan. Now, the next state is the state of Pennsylvania. This is a state where Biden, like I showed you, leads by 8%. 7 point, actually, no, not 8%, 7.1%. Wisconsin is the 8-point state. But Pennsylvania has Biden up 7%. Trafalgar Group has Biden up 2%. This is a state that they polled correctly in 2016, if my memory is correct. And looking at the numbers, Biden is now at 268, and it'll all come down to Wisconsin. And spoiler alert, Biden wins Wisconsin by larger than Michigan and Pennsylvania, according to the Trafalgar Group. Despite Wisconsin being the largest margin of victory for Donald Trump, not by a lot by any means, but still the largest, if we're comparing them, out of the 3 states, it actually shows Biden with the largest lead today. And Biden, on average, in the state of Wisconsin, is up 8 points. He leads in the state of Wisconsin by 3, according to the Trafalgar Group, which puts it in the lean Democratic column. So, major takeaways from this video, I would like, if you trust the Trafalgar Group wholeheartedly and you truly believe that it is the most accurate pollster, because I've seen a number of the Twitter comments, a number of the Instagram posts talking about this pollster in specific, if you trust it, you cannot pick and choose which polls to trust. If 2016 was accurate and you think that their methodology is correct this time around, Joe Biden will be elected president in November. Sure, it won't be a deafening margin, but if you think that these polls are truly accurate, you can't pick and choose. There's no selective choice in terms of listening to polls. Now, obviously, people will try, but the final map, according to Republican internals, has Joe Biden winning the presidency, flipping Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, with 278 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 260. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to comment down suggestions below. Subscribe on the left if you haven't already, and check out the Instagram and Twitter. At the bottom left of the screen, there's also a Discord link for you to go ahead and join. On the screen, there's a video you can watch, and then a playlist for my 2020 election videos. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all later today.